Let's be real for a second. School taught us trigonometry, the parts of a cell, and how to find the area of a triangle. But it never taught us how to manage a paycheck. Most of us leave school knowing how to pass exams, but we have no clue how to actually build wealth. In this video, I'm breaking down 10 money rules that school should have taught you, rules that will completely change how you save, spend, and grow your money. These are the lessons I wish were on every high school curriculum. First up, rule number 1. Saving alone will not make you rich. Remember when adults used to say, just save your money? It's good advice, but it's incomplete. Saving protects you, but it doesn't grow your wealth. Thanks to inflation, the cash sitting in your bank account is actually losing value every single year. Real wealth is built when you learn to invest what you save, even if it's just a small amount. So yes, save, but make saving the first step, not the final goal. Your real goal should be to turn those savings into assets that work for you. For example, if you save $100, try investing $50 of it each month into an index fund. Over 20 years, that small habit could grow into thousands. Rule number 2. You can't out-earn bad spending habits. You could be making $5,000 or even $10,000 a month, but if you spend it all, you're still broke. This is something no school ever explains. Lifestyle inflation is a real trap. As your income grows, your expenses quietly creep up right alongside it unless you actively control them. I learned this the hard way. I get a raise and feel richer for a minute, but I never actually became richer. The fix? Decide on your spending percentage before your income goes up. A good rule of thumb is to live on 70% or less of your income, no matter how much you earn. The third rule is to invest early, not when you think you're ready. Most people wait until they feel like they finally understand investing, and by then, they've missed out on years of compound growth. I used to think I needed thousands of dollars just to get started. I was wrong. When it comes to investing, time in the market beats timing the market. The earlier you start, the less you'll need to invest later on to reach your goals. Even $50 a month can snowball into six figures if you start young. Thanks to the magic of compounding, that $50 a month with a 10% annual return could become over $100,000 in 35 years. This brings us to rule number 4. Your money habits matter more than your income. Two people can earn the exact same salary and end up in completely different financial situations. Why? Habits. The person who automates their savings, tracks their spending, and invests consistently will always outperform someone with a higher income, but poor discipline. Wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about what you do with what you make. The key is to build systems, not rely on motivation. Automate your good habits so they run on their own without you even thinking about it. Rule number 5 is critical. Having only one source of income is a risk. Nobody ever told us this in school, but depending on a single paycheck is dangerous. You're one layoff, one illness, or one bad boss away from a full-blown panic. The wealthy protect themselves by creating multiple streams of income. You can start small, try freelancing, tutoring, selling digital products, or even renting out something you own. You don't need a second full-time job, just a second stream of income. Make it a goal to create at least one extra source of income this year. Rule number 6. Credit is a tool, not the enemy. Schools often teach us to fear credit cards, but they don't teach us how to use them smartly. Credit itself isn't bad. Bad credit behavior is. When you learn to use credit responsibly, it can open doors to mortgages, business loans, and better interest rates. The rule is simple. Pay your balance in full every month. Never use more than 30% of your credit limit and intentionally build your credit score. A strong credit profile is a form of financial leverage. Learn how to use it wisely. Next, rule number 7. Taxes can make or break your wealth. One of the biggest expenses you will ever have in your life is taxes. Yet school taught us nothing about how to manage them. Wealthy people often pay less in taxes, legally, because they understand the system. They know about deductions, tax-advantaged accounts, and investments that reduce their tax liability. Learn the basics of your country's tax system. Using retirement accounts and understanding capital gains can save you thousands of dollars every single year. Rule number 8. Learn financial literacy like your future depends on it, because it does. Money affects every single area of your life, from your relationships to your peace of mind and your freedom. Yet most people avoid learning about it until they're already in trouble. Treat money like a subject that's worth studying. Watch finance creators on YouTube, read books like The Millionaire Next Door, or take free online finance courses. The more you know, the more confident you'll feel. Try to learn one new money concept every week. That's 52 new ways to get smarter with your money in just 1 year. Rule number 9 is a game changer. Stop trying to impress other people. One of the most expensive habits you can have is trying to keep up with others. We buy cars, clothes, and gadgets to look successful, instead of doing the work to actually become successful. The truth is, the people you're trying to impress probably don't even care. Real wealth is quiet. It's being debt-free, having options, and sleeping peacefully at night. Always choose your financial freedom over social approval. And finally, rule number 10. Your financial goals need a plan, not just hope. Most people wish they were rich, but wishing isn't a plan. You need to set clear, measurable goals. For example, I will save $5,000 this year, or I will pay off $1,000 of debt every month. Then, break those goals down into actionable steps. What gets scheduled gets done. Dreaming without a plan will keep you stuck, but planning is what builds real progress. So those are the 10 money rules school never taught us, but life definitely will. The earlier you apply them, the faster you'll move from just surviving to truly thriving. Remember, financial freedom doesn't come from luck. It comes from learning. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more real-world personal finance lessons that schools forgot to teach. Thanks for watching.